What is up, guys? Today's gonna be a really fun, exciting day. Guess what's back? The M3's back with the cage. We're gonna take a look at it, get the interior back in, and just enjoy this beautiful weather. It's like, I don't know, January, February, whatever day it is, and it's like almost 60. It's awesome. Let's take a look. All right, so the M3 is back, basically exactly how we left it. I've not put any of the interior back in yet, but as you can see, the cage has been installed. Hopefully we'll get a little bit closer look at it here in a second, but the cage is in. Looks awesome. They did a really good job. And today we're gonna try to get the interior back together. So, all right, we're in. You can see in the back, we talked about this in a previous video, but that's basically a giant like 1/4-inch steel plate that they welded in. This here, it's a big like 1/4-inch steel plate that they welded in. There's little gaps here and there because of the metal's kind of warped a little bit, but major structural point on this side as well as basically in this corner. Cage fits super tight with the roof. It's about, the center's a little high, but right here it's like a 1/2 inch or less between, oh sorry I couldn't show it to you, right here, stupid camera, it's about like a 1/2 inch between the roof and the bar. They did a really good job setting it back from the seat a little bit, so you can see, you know, follows the perimeter. If you see this bar here, this is the harness bar, so I basically sat in the seat. They lined up where my shoulder harness would need to go through and touch the top of my shoulder, so this may look higher than other cars, but you have to remember that I'm like 7 feet tall. So in the bottom, they pulled up the carpet here and basically welded in more metal plates, another like 1/4 inch. Actually, this is like a box. This is like heavy duty down here. It's like a whole like metal box they put in here, which is cool. Painted it black. As you can see, the sunroof is now gone. So this is literally just the sunroof panel that came out of the cartridge. All that motor and everything is all removed. We'll try on my helmet in a little bit and make sure we got some good headroom. So I need to do some cleanup work. You can kind of see up top there's like, you know, some wiring and stuff that got left, and all that stuff in the center is all like, I think where the headliner was attached to the sunroof panel or something. So a lot of goo and stuff we need to clean off, but basically, yeah, let's get some parts in the garage and then talk about our plan of attack. Cool, so while the seat's out, I forgot to mention as well, I had them mount basically these little like eyelets in the floor. These are where we're going to mount our 6-point harnesses when we get them. There's another eyelet over here. So both sides of the car have these. The seat's out, so it's easy to show you right now, but 2 points mount to the cage, 2 points mount behind the seat, 2 points mount when you basically go through that hole in the seat. 2 points will go through and connect to these eyelets. So basically underneath the car, let's see if we can get down here and see it. It's kind of hard to tell, but the eyelets come through the car, and then there's like metal plates on the other side of the body to keep them from pulling through. So looks cool, fairly low profile, so it's not like sticking out and doing anything weird. So yeah, should be safe, should be cool once we get some harnesses. All right, so today's a cool day. Like I said, it's cool. Car's back. I had fun driving it home, and you know, we're gonna get basically as much of the interior back in as we can. Quick reminder, I brought it all upstairs. All that stuff we pulled out of the car a couple weeks ago. I'm gonna see just how much will fit. Probably not everything. Something to remember, I know that that is a lot of weight potentially that we're putting back in the car, but the car is super loud, crazy loud without a headliner, without all this like padding and stuff to kind of block noises. So suspension noise, it's not just like cool sounding exhaust noise, it's like rattly suspension and just, you know, polyurethane bushings, all that fun stuff. It doesn't really make very exciting noises. So for now, while we're not going legit race car, just get as light as possible and as much power as possible and as much brakes as possible and all that fun stuff, we're Just kind of keep it like mostly streetable with the ability to have a cage for safety and run legit harnesses. I'm gonna try to put as much back in as I can, because again, I might get, you know, even if I get a dozen, 15 track days a year, which is a lot, it's only 15 days out of the year that I get to drive the car in straight up race mode, right? So I still want to be able to drive it to work, get around town in it if I need it, or, you know, hit the back roads on the weekend, whatever. Still want the car to be semi-usable, so to keep it as comfortable as possible, but also as race car as possible. I'm gonna see what I can fit back in here, and probably won't be everything, but let's see what we can do. Let's do it. Alright, so because we unplugged the seat belt and the occupancy sensor on the seat, we're going to have to reset the Srs System. To do that, you're going to need one of these tools. If you don't have one, you're kind of out of luck. I don't know if there's any other way to do it, but basically, you got to turn on the key to the accessory, which I haven't done yet, and put this in. It'll read out codes. You can select and reset and do other things. Basically, the airbag's light's on. I have to pass inspection next month. You have to reset the system for it to go and check all the sensors again to make sure that the seat belt's still plugged in and all that other good stuff. So let me turn the car on and see if we can figure this out. All right, the key's now on. Fit this guy in here. It'll read. It says fault. All right. That should have reset it. Let's see if there's any codes. Nothing, no codes. All right, so this little tool, basically I just reset my system. It says it's okay. Let's go look, see if the airbag light's on. If not, we're good. All right, we're back in the car. Let's see how this goes. Airbag light's on. It should turn off. Nice. No blinking. We're good. That's what we want to see. All right, dude, so we're done. I didn't get everything back in the interior that I had anticipated, but I'm happy with how it turned out. Basically, let me show you the back seat and you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So this is the back seat. Because of this crossbar here, I couldn't get this other half of the seat in. Unfortunately, the guy said that I probably could fit it back in, but I think they mounted these down struts a little bit more to the right than they typically do, so I couldn't wedge it basically right in that general area. If I trim the foam, maybe I can slide it in there. Same with these side panels. There's like leather panels that fit. Maybe you can see better on this side. Leather panels that fit kind of up in this general area, which they can't clip in because they remove the clip on the top, and that's where the strut for the brace of the bar comes down. The side panels themselves, you can kind of see I left both of them out. I tried to clean it up a little bit so it's not like super dirty and super hideous, but I took that out because they were just like a pain to try to get back in, and they were just like horribly in horrible condition anyway. They're like leather was missing and everything. So I did put basically the C-pillar panels back in. You can see on both sides. Put those back in. Their little lights are there, everything. I cleaned up the roof a little bit. I wasn't able to get all this like annoying goo off yet. I basically need like an industrial size thing of goo gone. If you're curious, these are the tabs they basically weld into place. There's like 6 or 8 of these to keep the sunroof panel in place, and then they fill the crack with like this silicone-y sealant stuff. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but that is basically the sunroof panel. I did put the sun visors back in because why not? Sun's in your face sometimes, and it's nice to have those in a car, whether it's a track car or not. This is the other rear view mirror that I had. The one that came in it was like a 7 series rear view mirror with auto dim and stuff. Auto dim is great, but what that meant is this harness that went up, it was like a wiring harness that went all the way up to the top, and I had a bunch of crap right here just dangling in my face. Had to be left if I wanted to keep this. I didn't really care enough about it because, like I said, I don't daily drive this thing. It's not super critical. I can wear sunglasses or hit this little button here, you know, if lights or whatever are bothering me. I don't know why I'd wear sunglasses at nighttime. It doesn't make any sense, but flip the switch. That's what I would do. So anyway, it let me get rid of all this wiring harness. I basically pulled it down into the floor and then kind of tucked it up behind the dash, cleaned up this area, and as soon as we get this goo taken care of, it'll actually be pretty clean in here, considering it doesn't have a headliner. You know, for a race-ish style car, it looks pretty good. Took care of the airbag light, got the seat installed. In a future video, we'll do harnesses. I don't have any harnesses yet, and they're not super cheap, so be patient. You know, I did just drop a bunch of money on this cage install. I did sell a lot of car parts and stuff to make it happen, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not a millionaire or anything. So stay tuned. We got a bunch of parts to do all the other track maintenance. I got to get on that, and I kind of just want to go drive the car. I haven't had the car for a couple weeks, so I think I'm gonna, you know, 60 degrees outside. There might be snow everywhere, but we're gonna have some fun. Take it out, see how stiff. This probably stiffened it up quite a bit. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions about the cage, or I don't know, about the E36 in general, or whatever, about the STI, a lot of people like the STI videos lately, please feel free to ask me. We've up to like 600-ish subscribers now, which is awesome. Had an influx of people lately, and I'm happy to have all the new people watching and seeing what's going on in the garage. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll see you next time, and bye-bye!